Hello guys, welcome. Today, let's learn about sources of energy. There is a saying that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted into one form of energy to another form. Energy comes in different forms and one form can be converted to another. We all need energy for our day-to-day life, for our daily activities. For example, if you drop a plate from a height, the potential energy of the plate is converted into the sound energy when it hits the ground. So, what are the good sources of energy? How the good source of energy we can get? Can we get it naturally or can we produce it artificially? So, what are the parameters for considering the sources of energy? Let us learn all these. We can say a good source of energy is one when it can do a large amount of work per unit volume or mass, and it should be easily accessible whenever necessary, and it should be easy to store and transport. And the main point is it should be economical, means it should be affordable to all people. The sources of energy can be classified into two types, that is conventional and non-conventional. In the conventional, there are again two types, commercial and non-commercial. For the commercial purpose, coal, petroleum and electricity are used, and for the non-commercial purpose, firewood, straw, dried dung can be used. The commercial and non-commercial means it can be sold for the price, and the non-commercial means it is used for daily household purposes. For the non-conventional energy, there are various types like bioenergy, solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, energy from the urban waste, all comes under non-conventional resources. Again, the energy resources are classified as renewable and non-renewable energy. Renewable energy or that energy which is continuously available in nature, like hydropower, solar, biomass, wind energy and geothermal energy. Similarly, non-renewable energy resources are those which will live up to some extent, means those will get extinction after continuous use, like oil, coal, petrol and diesel, natural gases and nuclear energy. Interesting fact, Costa Rica is the world leader in renewable energy. In 2017, this small Central American nation lasted 300 consecutive days on renewable energy alone. Fossil fuels or the hydrocarbons, primarily coal, fuel oil, natural gas, petrol and diesel, formed from the remains of the plants and animals, together all form the fossil fuel. In the ancient time, wood was the most common source of heat energy, and the energy used for the Industrial Revolution came from the coal, that is a fossil fuel. Fossil fuels are generally the non-renewable sources of energy, so we need to conserve them. The global demand for the energy is growing faster rate. So the petroleum, diesel, coal, the growth rate of these using has been increased. Burning fossil fuels has also a disadvantage. That is, it causes an air pollution when we burn them. It releases the various harmful gases which will lead to a greenhouse effect. So we need to use the fossil fuels at a limited stage. Let us learn the process of thermoelectric production. Here we will consider a pressure cooker, a tennis ball fitted with the metal sheets, steam pipe, dynamo and an electric bulb. We will arrange them as shown in the figure. Now we will start giving a heat to a pressure cooker. In the pressure cooker, water will be filled. As we goes on heating, the water starts to boil and produces the steam. That steam is passed through the pipe and it is exposed out of the pipe. As it falls on the blades of that tennis ball fitted with the metal sheets, it acts like a turbine. So when it starts to rotate, the dynamo will generate the electricity. So we can see the bulb glow. So this is the general procedure for producing thermoelectricity. Thermal power plant. Thermal means heat. So the power is produced due to heat. The large amount of fossil fuels are burnt every day in the power stations to heat up the water to produce the steam, which further runs the turbine to generate the electricity, as I said earlier in the example of thermoelectric production. Heat energy here is converted into electrical energy. The coal is the main raw material used for thermal power plants. The coals after minings are brought into the power plant and are fed to the large thermal plants, and the electricity which is produced is stored and supplied for the various purpose. The transmission of electricity is more efficient than transporting coal or petroleum over the same distance. Therefore, many thermal power plants are set up near the coal or oil fields. Now, let us learn about hydropower plants. Hydro means water. The water energy here is converted into electrical energy. The large amount of water is stored in the dams or the reservoirs. When the gate is opened, as you can see in the figure, the water will flow down, and as the water flows down, it will come to a turbine. The turbine will start rotating due to the stored kinetic energy is converted into mechanical energy. And then due to the rotation of the turbine, the powerhouse will generate and stores the electricity. Later, that electricity is supplied to the various stations. This is one of the traditional source of energy, as the kinetic energy of the flowing water or the potential energy of the water at a height is converted into electricity. Since there are very few waterfalls which could be used as a source of potential energy, hydropower plants are associated with dams. In the last century, a large amount of dams were built all over the world. But the construction of big dams have certain problems, like the large amount of area, agricultural land, and human habitations are sacrificed as they get submerged under the dam construction. Interesting fact: hydropower became an electricity source in the late 19th century, a few decades after British American engineer James Francis developed the first modern water turbine. Question of the day: which is the biggest natural source of energy? Let us know your answer by commenting. Hope you have learnt about sources of energy, different types of energy like conventional sources and non-conventional sources of energy, renewable and non-renewable resources of energy difference, and also about thermal power plant and hydroelectric power plant. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe Gyan Galaxies for more videos.